Top 3 best photos for dating apps and sites. And 7 to avoid. Hello everyone. In today's video, I'm excited to walk you through the top 3 photos you should absolutely include on your dating app or website profile, as well as the 7 types of photos you should steer clear of at all costs. If you're new here, I'm Hannah Jorgensen, and welcome to my weekly series, Just the Tip Tuesday, where I share bite-sized advice to help you succeed in the world of online dating. Let's dive in. You've probably heard the saying, first impressions last a lifetime. Well, there's actually a scientific concept behind this called the halo effect. In simple terms, the halo effect is a psychological phenomenon where our initial judgment or perception of someone, whether it's based on their photos, behavior, or anything else, tends to stick in our minds. Once that first impression is formed, it's much harder to change our opinion later on. For example, if someone sees a blurry or unflattering photo of you, they might assume you're careless or unappealing, and it's tough to undo that damage. This is why, especially in the fast-paced world of online dating, it's crucial to avoid posting photos that could instantly turn someone off. So, before we get into the specifics of the best and worst photos, let's talk about the purpose of your dating profile pictures and what they're meant to achieve. There are 4 key objectives your photos should aim for, and I first learned about these from an insightful interview I did with dating expert Greg Schwartz. His framework really resonated with me, and I think it's spot on, so I'm excited to share it with you. The first objective is simple: your photos should encourage someone to swipe right or click on your profile to learn more about you. This is why your primary photo, the one that appears first, is absolutely critical. Think of it as the cover of a book. It needs to grab attention and make someone curious to explore further. The second objective is to create a spark of initial chemistry. Now, full chemistry, of course, develops over time as you get to know someone and eventually meet in person, but your photos are the first step in that journey. They need to pass the initial test and make someone feel intrigued or excited about the possibility of connecting with you. The third objective is to build attraction. It's important to understand that chemistry and attraction aren't exactly the same. Chemistry involves a mix of physical appeal, personality, and shared interests, while attraction is more focused on your physical appearance. This doesn't mean you need to look like a supermodel, far from it. But it does mean you should avoid including elements in your photos that could be off-putting, like messy backgrounds or unflattering angles. Finally, the fourth objective is to showcase your unique and appealing qualities, hobbies, or interests. Your photos are a chance to give a glimpse into who you are as a person and what makes you special. For instance, if you love hiking, a photo of you on a scenic trail can say a lot about your adventurous spirit. So, those are the 4 main goals of your dating profile photos. Here's a key tip: every single photo you upload should fulfill at least 2 of these objectives. If a photo doesn't meet this standard, it's better to leave it out. Remember, when it comes to dating profiles, quality always trumps quantity. More photos aren't better if they're not serving a purpose. Now, let's jump into the 3 must-have photos that are essential for boosting your chances of success on any dating app or website. First up, you need a clear headshot or a head and shoulders photo. And by clear, I mean no distractions, no sunglasses, no hats, and definitely no dandruff on your shoulders. Yikes, not a good look. The goal here is to let someone see your face clearly, especially your eyes. Why is this so important? Well, as I've mentioned in many of my other videos, one of the top priorities for women in online dating is safety. If she can't see who you are, she might wonder what you're hiding or feel uneasy about engaging with you. For the best results, try to look directly at the camera. It creates a sense of connection and confidence. The second essential photo is a full-body shot. And no, I'm not talking about a wild spring break photo with a drink in hand at a tiki bar. I mean a tasteful, well-composed image that shows your entire body. Let's dive deeper into crafting the perfect dating profile photos while avoiding common pitfalls. Here's your step-by-step guide to making a strong impression. 3 essential photos you need. 1. Full body shot. Clothes showcase your physique without overexposing details. Think of it as giving a balanced preview, like wearing a well-fitted outfit that hints at your frame while keeping things tasteful. This isn't about hiding, it's about inviting curiosity. 2. Authentic happiness *. While a mysterious vibe can attract attention, balance it with a photo where your joy shines through. This doesn't require a forced smile, maybe you're mid-laugh at a friend's joke or relaxed during a hike. Authenticity matters most. For instance, a candid shot of you enjoying a concert or cooking your favorite meal tells others you're genuinely positive. Remember, happiness radiates attractiveness far more than a somber expression. 3. Hobby or passion in action *. Include a photo of you engaged in an activity you love, whether it's playing guitar, gardening, or rock climbing. This isn't just about showing interests, it's a conversation starter. Imagine a picture of you holding a freshly baked pie, with a playful grin, or mid-swing on a tennis court. These images hint at your lifestyle and values. 7. Profile photo mistakes to avoid. Starting from least to most critical. 7. Lonely objects *. Posting photos of pets, cars, or sunsets without you in the frame misses the point. Unless you're a professional photographer or your hobby is non-negotiable, e.g., skydiving is your life, skip these. Why? Swipers want to see you, not your convertible. Exception: if mountain climbing is your identity, include one, but make it secondary. 6. Group shots, especially with more attractive friends. A photo with 5 buddies at a bar. Bad idea. She'll play "Where's Waldo" instead of focusing on you. Even worse, if your friend looks like a model, you're accidentally setting up comparison. Save group pics for later in your gallery, and ensure you're the standout. Remaining points continue with similar expansions and examples, maintaining the original warnings while adding clarity. Key takeaway *. Your photos should tell a cohesive story, authentic, inviting, and focused on you. Avoid clutter, prioritize clarity, and let your personality shine. For deeper tips on confidence building or tackling anxiety, check my other guides, linked below. Happy swiping. When it comes to presenting yourself in photos, it's crucial to avoid any choices that might inadvertently turn her off. For instance, if you include pictures of yourself with friends, she might interpret this as a sign of insecurity about your own looks, especially if you're posing alongside someone who is more attractive. This could lead her to think you're trying to mislead her or, worse, she might not even bother to figure out which person you are in the group. Therefore, it's wise to be cautious with such images. If you do have a photo with friends where you are equally or more attractive than them, it can be acceptable to include it later on to demonstrate your social life. However, there are other ways to convey that you have a vibrant social circle through your photos as well. Next, let's discuss the importance of variety in your images. If you have a distant shot of yourself, perhaps taken on a mountain hike, but lack any close-up photos, she may start to question what you're trying to conceal. She might wonder if you're insecure about your physique or if you're not in great shape. While this isn't necessarily a deal-breaker, it's essential for her to understand who you are. Therefore, ensure that you include some close-up images alongside any distant ones to meet at least 2 of the 4 key goals for dating app photos. Moving on to another point, let's talk about photos where you appear intoxicated. Images of you drinking heavily or passed out can send the wrong message, especially if you're seeking a serious relationship. Such photos might lead her to conclude that drinking is a significant part of your life, which could suggest that you might be immature or even struggling with alcohol dependency. There is, however, a specific scenario where this might not apply, and I'll share that with you later, so stay tuned. Now, let's address the topic of pets, particularly dogs. While it's endearing to see a man who loves his dog, it's not ideal for your main profile picture to feature your pet, especially if every other photo also includes them. This could signal to her that you might be overly reliant on your pet or insecure, raising concerns about whether she would ever take precedence in your life. Of course, as a responsible pet owner, you need to care for and love your animal, but it's equally important to show that you can prioritize a partner in a long-term relationship. When it comes to your primary profile picture, it's crucial to avoid using a grainy head and shoulders shot or an outdated face photo that may be 10, 15, or even 20 years old. Many people have profiles with such images, and this can create a disconnect. If your photo is unclear, she won't have a good sense of who you are or what you represent. If your main image doesn't allow her to see your eyes, especially looking directly at the camera, it may trigger her instinct to feel safe. For women, feeling secure is a top priority. If your photo obscures your identity, she might jump to conclusions, thinking you could be dangerous or hiding something, whether it's a criminal past or being in a relationship. Therefore, it's essential to choose a main photo where your face and eyes are clearly visible. One of the worst types of photos you can use on a dating app or website is a selfie, particularly one taken in a bathroom, especially if you're shirtless. Such images often convey a sense of vanity and suggest that you might be shallow or only interested in casual encounters. However, there is a notable exception to this rule: if both you and the woman you are interested in are solely looking for a hookup, then the bathroom selfie might not be as detrimental. For those who are genuinely seeking a short-term relationship, here's an additional tip: make sure to clean up your bathroom and put the toilet seat down. A messy bathroom can be a significant turn-off, as it raises concerns about hygiene. While some may think that looks alone can get them by, it's still important to maintain a clean environment. If you're interested in more tips for navigating dating apps and websites, consider checking out my Double Your Online Dating training program. It's an affordable video course, priced at around $10, and it offers a wealth of advice on everything from selecting the right photos to crafting your profile description and initiating conversations. I'll include a link below for you to explore. Thank you for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you next week.